everyone, and thanks for joining me on my channel. So today we're going to take a step back in time to 2023 and when I was writing the prep test. So this is the prep 1. So I will talk you through the movements and also what the judges are looking for. So that second box on your test sheet, which some of us don't read sometimes, but it is a very interesting read because it will let you know exactly, hey Colmy, good morning, exactly what the judges should be looking for. So I'm going to not muck around and we're going to jump straight back to 2023 when Bella and I were writing the prep 1. So I will do a voiceover and talk you through, like I said, talk you through the movements.
Is going to enter the ring. She's going up to the judge.
So as you just heard my mum say, I'm entering and going up to the judge. So I always find it's a good idea to just walk calmly and quietly when you're presenting to the judge. At my local dressage club, which this is, there is plenty of space and we get to walk around the arena to present to the judge who is in that white car that you can see. But some arenas or some venues might not have this option, and particularly if you're in an indoor arena, then you will enter into the arena and you have a few moments or a minute or two to walk around in the arena before you have to start at A. So all dressage competitions have a different setup. So good tip would be, if you can, get along to wherever it is that you are going to ride on a previous competition before you're going to ride. It is a good idea, just so you can get a good idea of the layout and how the proceedings go about before you actually have your horse with you. That way you've got more confidence on the day when you do have your horse. So as you can see here, I'm just walking and trotting, doing a few transitions as I head on down to the marker A, which is where you will enter the dressage arena. And once the judge has signalled they are ready, which can either be with a toot of the horn, maybe 2 toots of the horn, if everyone's got a horn, they might have a bell. They will let you know when you present to the judge. There you go, you can hear the horn. And you then have 45 seconds to enter the arena. So if you feel like you're not quite ready, you can circle, which is what I'm doing here. And I'm just getting Bella nice and soft and a bit more supple, ready to head on down the centre line. Give yourself plenty of space so you can get a nice straight entry, because first impressions are what count. And I know I said this wasn't going to be an instruction, but a good rule of thumb, and I wasn't doing it back at this time, is to really ride very forward and purposefully into the arena, because you're more likely to get a straight line. Anyway, let's get on with what we are here for, which is learning the test. So enter working trot rising at A. At X to C, a medium walk. So the directives are regularity, quality of trot, straightness, willing, calm transition, regularity, quality of the walk. And that is what the judge is looking for here. So then it's C track right, M, B, F, working trot rising, and they're looking for the bend in the corner at the walk and the balance, willing, calm transition. So I've trotted down to F there. Then at A, we're going to circle right 20 metres in a working trot rising. And what the judge is looking for is regularity, shape and size of the circle, bend and balance. So that's the circle finish. Now at K, X, M, we're going to change the rein in a working trot rising. And the judge is looking for regularity of trot, straightness, bend and balance in the corner. I like to always try and aim a little bit before the marker so that you can get a nice bend into that corner. So at C, we're going to circle left 20 metres, working trot rising. And the judge again is looking for regularity, shape and size of the circle, bend and balance. Then between C and H is walk. So this is between the marker. So you can choose where you do this, and they do it between markers at this low level so you can get good preparation, and you can choose where you want to do the transition. So here we have H, X, F, change rein, free walk on a long rein. And what they're looking for is regularity and quality of the walks, reach and ground cover with overtrack of free walk, allowing complete freedom to stretch the neck forward and downward into a light contact. So it doesn't mean have a saggy baggy rein, it means still have some light contact with the bit. So at F is a medium walk to A, and they're looking for regularity, quality, willing, calm transition, bend and balance in turn, straightness on the centre line. Because at A you turn down the centre line, and at X, halt and salute. And in the halt they're looking for the straightness, attentiveness, immobility for 3 seconds. You then have collective marks on the back of the paper. So this is the overall impression that the judge has of the whole test. So you have paces, and they're looking for freedom and regularity. There's another box there for impulsion, desire to move forward, elasticity of the steps, suppleness of the back, and engagement of the hindquarters, submission, willing cooperation, harmony, attention and confidence, acceptance of the bit and aids, straightness, lightness of the forehand and ease of movements. And the rider position, they're looking at the seat, correctness and effective use of the aids, clarity, subtlety, can't say that, so if it's subtle, independence, accuracy of the test. I always like to do a half circle, a half 10 metre circle and walk all the way around rather than just doing an about turn and walking straight out. I just think it looks more flowing, and I just think it's a bit more polite. That's just my personal opinion. Everyone has their own ideas.
So my top tips would be visit the venue before the competition if you can, just so that you can get a layout of the land, what's involved, where to park. If you have to leave your horse to go and check in at the club rooms, is there somewhere where you can safely leave them, like a yard or a stable, or do you have to leave them tied to the float, and is your horse okay with that? Because if they're not, you might need to take a friend with you to look after your horse. What's another top tip is, if you can, again, this is all before you even get to ride on the day, is volunteer to pencil or scribe for a judge, because you can learn so much from doing that. You get to learn what the judges are looking for. Also, it's a great way of learning the test, obviously. But yeah, and I'm not a very good speller, and it really sort of gave me a bit of anxiety to do it. But once I did it, I was so pleased I did, because I learnt so much. And also it makes you realise, if you don't have a flashy horse, which my Bella is not got the best movement, if you're correct and you're to your markers and you've got good rhythm, then, and a good harmonious partnership, that is a big key. You're still going to score well. So that's another top tip. So yeah, get to the venue before the competition if you can. And have a good day. And remember, another tip that I heard on a podcast one time is ride the horse you've got on the day. because it's always going to be far, far better at home when you're practicing. And when you get there in the atmosphere, you're going to have nerves. It's going to be all different for the horse. There's going to be all other energies around you of other people. So sometimes it is not going to go to plan on the day, but remember to just have fun. Remember why you're doing it, because we all just want to have fun with our ponies. Sure, if you win a ribbon or get a good score, that's a bonus, but it's all about enjoying the day, enjoying the pony, and just really having a good time. But yeah, ride what you've got on the day. So, and make the best you can of the situation. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Prep 1 talk through, and join me for some more. I'll go up through the levels, as I have ridden up through the levels. I actually stayed in prep for a bit over 12 months, and that's maybe another top tip, is don't be in a rush. Really do not be in a rush. A lot of people don't stay in that first level for very long. Maybe they think that it's, I don't know, they want to move on. Everyone's always in a hurry. But I think really perfect the rhythm, get some suppleness, get your horse really used to going out, and yeah, stay as long as you have to. I'll probably be in prelim for over 12 months as well, but that's fine. I'm happy with that. So yeah, anyway, until I see you next time, bye for now.